First fallacy to point blank. Man is already living in heaven, which is his earth. Upon creation, man was made and adapted to live in the earth and not anywhere else, including heaven. He was made for the earth and not for heaven. The whole teaching of getting someday to sweet by and by in the place called heaven, and so shall we ever build the Lord. Oh, hallelujah. It's not just a charade and a sham, but a strategy to keep you out of your dominion mandate. Don't scroll on me yet. Wait a minute. Friend, imagine you are a car manufacturer. You manufacture this car and you have empowered it with all the necessary features for it to function efficiently and proficiently on road. Imagine you could give this car the ability for it to make its independent decision, to think independently, and you could empower it with its own free will ability. And you did. Now you have placed this car on the road to go show the world what it could do. But this car says that it's not supposed to be on the road, that it's supposed to be in your beautiful, loving, peaceful, sweet, elegant garage instead. When you place this car on the road, it will just take a stroll around and waiting for you to take it home to that beautiful, sweet garage of its dream. Its dreamed heavenly home. Now, I do not want us to concern ourselves about how you, the manufacturer, would feel about this car of yours going around thwarting your original intent of manufacturing it, while it nurses the dream of going home to that beautiful garage of yours. But I would rather want us to concern ourselves with these questions. Number one, by this car of yours dreaming and yearning to come live permanently someday in your beautiful garage, is this car thinking right? Is this car dreaming and hoping correctly? 2, where exactly is this car manufactured to function optimally and carry out its manufacturer mandate? 3, if another car were to be manufactured by you, would you make it to just live in the sweet by and by in your beautiful garage? Now, if on the course of fulfilling its manufacturer mandate, a car of yours slips off the roadway into a lagoon and gets dripping damaged, and you take this car back to your manufacturer site, and after you repair and restore this car, where would you place this car? Back on the road or in your sweet, beautiful garage? Last question. If one of your manufactured cars writes to you and says to you passionately, "Dear maker, I want to live in your sweet, beautiful garage forever and ever," what would your response be as its manufacturer? Now, the analogy of the manufacturer and the manufactured car might not be a perfect one, but I intend to challenge all what you've been taught all your life about the concept of man, heaven, and earth. This analogy fitly illustrates the condition between humankind and their creator. First fallacy to point blank. Man is already living in heaven, which is his earth, where he was manufactured and given all the necessary adaptations to fulfill his manufacture mandate, his dominion mandate here on earth. His habitation now and forever is on the earth and not in heaven. Don't scroll your screen yet. Just hold on. Wait a minute. The whole teaching of getting someday to sweet by and by in the place called heaven, and so shall we ever build the Lord. Oh, hallelujah. It's not just a charade and a sham, but a strategy to keep you out of your dominion mandate. Don't scroll on me yet. Wait a minute. Is heaven real? Certainly yes. Is heaven a place for mankind to live someday forever and ever? Certainly no. Don't scroll on me yet. Wait a minute. The creator of humans has a purpose of creating them and placing them on the earth. And what these species later think of themselves, using their free will and independent thinking, is inconsequential on the purpose of his creating them. Upon creation, man was made and adapted to live in the earth and not anywhere else, including heaven. He was made for the earth and not for heaven. When man dies and he is in right standing with his maker, his spirit definitely gets to heaven and stays there, but for a while. Guess what? When the resurrection happens, where are the resurrected and the ascended ones going to reign with Christ? On the earth, in a new heaven and earth that will be recreated sometime in the future, as promised by the Creator. God has promised a new heaven and a new earth. Look at the following verses yourself. See and understand that the human future of the life to come will always involve earth. This is because from the very beginning we were created and adapted to dominate on the earth and not anywhere else. Hence, man already lives in heaven and his heaven is earth. Our hopes of getting to a forever, in a sweet by and by, and oh, shall we ever be with the Lord, is as misleading as telling a donkey it is meant to live and function in water. Fish is for water, not for donkey, please. Let us get this fact straight. Now, imagine you have a book kept on the chair somewhere in your room. This book slips off and falls on the ground. You pick it up, clean it up, and keep it somewhere else in your room on a table. Questions for you. Where did the book fall from? Where did you place the book now? Would you say you have restored the book back to its original position? Now, if we fell from dominion and are now brought up to heaven instead of where we fell from, would you really say that we have been restored? Our hopes of getting restored someday to heaven is flawed and mischievous because it keeps us away from our purpose mandate as humans living on the earth. I think it is time to critically overhaul and question all that we've been taught from childhood to adulthood. First thing to critically question is the sold-out message of the sweet by and by. Man is not restored to heaven, but to dominion and purpose on earth. His ultimate destiny will still and always will involve earth, where he was created, made, and specially adapted to live and function and dominate. Man's destiny will always involve earth, whether now or in life to come. Until this earth rolls away into the new, unpack your heavenly luggage, because heaven is not your habitation. You have work to do on earth here and at this time. That is why you are born now at this time. Discover this work and start getting busy at it. And until we start asking ourselves personal questions about why we are created and born to exist on the earth, we cannot begin to start living in freedom and fulfillment. Think about it.